Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and doing well. So welcome back to your online classes. I'm Mary Fatma and I'm here to teach you grammar, that is English first of class 5, chapter number 2 and part number 1. But before starting off chapter number 2, let me revise you about chapter number 1 which I taught you in the previous video. So the chapter number 1 was the sentence. For revision, I have a revision test paper for you and it consists of 20 marks. So students, what you have to do, you have to take your test copy and you have to note down all the questions in that. And afterwards, you have to write down the answers by yourself. In the next video, I will tell you the answers and you have to match the answers by yourself and you just find out how much you have scored. This is for your brain check. I mean till now how much you have learned. Okay. So starting with question number 1. Read the following sentences and write their kinds. You have to read the sentences and you have to write the kinds. A. That car is ours. B. What is in this drawer? C. Do not talk so loudly. D. May I come in? E. Never tell a lie. Question number 2. Make sentences about each of the following. You have to make sentences from these. Number A. Bird and sky. B. Cat and mouse. C. Earth and moon. D. Taj Mahal and Agra. E. India and independence. So student, this was all about your test paper. Once again, I'm telling you that you have to note down all the questions in your test copy and in the next video, I'm going to tell you the answer. At that time, you just find out how much you have scored out of 20. Coming to the next, just start with your chapter number 2, which is the subject and predicate. So students, first of all, you all must know what is a subject and what is a predicate. Each sentence is made up of two parts. Number 1 part, the subject, and number 2 part, the predicate. Let us more clear this with this example. Look at the picture below. What is Mr. Bean doing? Answer, Mr. Bean is reading a book. As you all can see, what Mr. Bean is doing? He is reading a book. So what is subject here? Here, Mr. Bean is subject because we are talking about Mr. Bean. And rest of the part is predicate. I hope this is very clear to you. Let me more clear you this with your book. Open page number 8. All of you had open. So all sentences can be separated into two main parts. Number 1 part, the subject, and number 2 part, the predicate. Read the following sentence. She waters the plant regularly. She is subject here because we are talking about she, and water the plant regularly is the rest of part, and this is predicate. As you can see in your book also, the subject is that part of a sentence about which something is said, and the predicate is that part of a sentence which tells something about the subject. It refers to the verb together with the rest of the sentence. Okay? Now, subject or predicate may have only one word or a group of words. That means subject or predicate may have only one word or group of words, as you can see in the table given below. This shop opens at 10 o'clock. Subject is this shop. Opens at 10 o'clock is predicate. We could not hear their voice. So we, subject, could not hear their voice, predicate. My uncle bought a new car last week. My uncle is subject, bought a new car last week, predicate. They are our neighbors. They, subject, are our neighbors, predicate. The tops of the mountains were covered with snow. The top of the mountains, as you can see, the subject is group of word, and here the predicate is also the group of word. So, as I told you, subject or predicate may have only one word or a group of words. Students, coming to the next. Sometimes the subject is placed at the end of sentence. As you can see, an example is given here. Here comes the bus. So what is subject here? Subject is the bus, but it is at the end of sentences. Here comes is predicate. Okay. So the subject is placed at the end of the sentence in this. Coming to the next. An imperative sentence does not have a subject. Subject remains understood in these sentences. Means subject are hidden or not given or implied. Just make it more clear with the help of this example. Thank you. In this, the sentence is I thank you. So what is I here? I is subject, but it is hidden. It is hidden, but it is understood. Number 2, open the window. The sentence is you open the window. So what is subject here? You. But what is you here? You is hidden or understood. Okay, students? I hope the chapter is very clear to you. So I have homework for you. To make the chapter more clear, what you have to do, on page number 9, there is exercise number A. You have to do that exercise in your book with the help of pencil. Please open page number 9. A. Look at the sentence below and separate the subject and predicate. So 10 sentences are given here. You have to separate the subject as well as the predicate. 2 boxes are given. In one box, you have to find out the subject and write, and in the other box, you have to find out the predicate, and you have to do it by yourself. So just let me read the questions for you. Question number 1. These students are very intelligent. 2. The peacock is a colorful bird. 3. All the students sang the national anthem. 4. The computer is a very useful machine. 5. Wireless communication is a great scientific invention. 6. The director of the zoo showed us 2 newborn tiger cubs. 7. Sunshine lighted up the mountainside. 8. The Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world. 9. Success comes to those who work hard for it. 10. Every man and every woman present clapped for the home team. So this is your homework, students, and you have to do this in your book with the help of pencil. In the next video, I'll tell you the answer of this exercise and you have to match the answers. Okay? And the remaining work also we will do in next video, students. Okay? So it was all about your chapter and today's video. So all of you stay home, stay safe, take care and keep learning and keep enjoy. Bye everyone.